10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
We are live. Welcome, and let's say it one more time with dramatic effect. Welcome. It's Matt Taylor TV live at coming up to 7 o'clock on Monday, the 9th of September, 2024. It's the future, don't you know? And the future is now. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. My name is Matt Taylor. You're watching the Matt Taylor Show, broadcasting live from Brighton. And as I always say, when it comes to Brighton, be right on in Brighton. You'll love it. If you haven't done so already, come down, pay us a visit. Brighton is the UK's premier seaside resort. And it's wonderful any time of the year, be it summer. Summer is particularly brilliant for Brighton. Autumn, beautiful. Winter, magical. And spring, super. You'll find everything you need in Brighton. So if you haven't done so already, check out visitbrighton.com. I'm sure you'll find something that will tickle your fancy. Talking about tickling your fancy, as you may notice, the title of tonight's live is Am I Allowed? Well, quite frankly, no, I'm not. I'm not allowed, but you are. So make the most of it, okay? Make the most of it. While I'm not allowed to be horrible, you are free to be as horrible as you wish. Alternatively, you can be nice. You can be lovely and super. I don't really mind what you are, as long as you are just you. Just be you, okay? Just be you. Hey, listen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What we're going to do, we're going to play a promotional video just to get the evening warmed up. So, without any further ado, let's play Why Are You So Scared?
You never sleep, watching every step I take so deep. Trying to break me, shake me, tear me down, but I'm still standing on solid ground. You say I'm done, you say I'm through, but you're the one that's stuck, not moving too. I see you there, throwing stones, but you're just scared, afraid of your own bones. I'm not the villain in your game. You need me to wear that shame, but I'm still here, still in control. You'll never steal what makes me whole. What are you so scared of? Is it my truth, my life, my love? You try to dim what you can't fight, but I'm burning brighter every night. What are you so scared of? I won't give in, I'll rise above. I'm not your failure, not your fear. You can't erase me, I'm still here. I'm still here. You call me worthless, say I'm done, but I'm still climbing, I've just begun. You're hanging on to every word, trying to twist it till it's blurred. But I don't need to play your game. You'll never know my truth, my name. I don't compete, I just create, and that's the thing you'll always hate. I'm not the reason for your fall. You build that cage, that empty walls, but I'm still free, I'm breaking through, and there's nothing that you can do. What are you so scared of? Is it my truth, my life, my love? You try to dim what you can't fight, but I'm burning brighter every night. What are you so scared of? I won't give in, I'll rise above. I'm not your failure, not your fear. You can't erase me, I'm still here. Your fear, your lies, they only show the power that you'll never know. You're chasing shadows in the dark, but I've already made my mark. And no matter how hard you try, I'll keep on reaching for the sky. You can't so scared of? Is it my truth, my light, my love? You try to dim where you can't fight, but I'm burning brighter every night. What are you so scared of? I won't give in, I'll rise above. I'm not your failure, not your fear. You can't erase me, I'm still here. I'm still here, yeah, I'm still here. What are you so scared of, my dear? You can't erase me, can't bring me down. I'm still standing, wearing my crown.
Yeah, love it. Big shout out to Suno. I hope I pronounced that right. Suno.ai. I love a bit of Suno.ai. So let's get some of the groundwork out of you know what I mean. So firstly, you are watching Matt Taylor TV, broadcasting live from Brighton. As I always like to say at times like this, be right on in Brighton. If you haven't done so already, check out gorilla-democracy.blogspot.com. Welcome to Matt Taylor's Open Mayhem chat room, broadcasting live from Brighton, only on YouTube. And as I always like to say, don't be shy, jump on in and say hi. Be brave and take the plunge onto Matt Taylor TV. Of course, there are some ground rules. Certain names cannot be mentioned. Certain topics cannot be discussed. And of course, let's just all act with a bit of maturity. What we like to do most of all on Matt Taylor TV is get naked. Now, I don't mean taking all our clothes off. No, don't be silly. I mean to do something enjoyable and or relaxing, to let loose and have a good time. So, without any further ado, let's let the mayhem commence. We love a bit of mayhem. As I always like to say, let's take advantage of the technology at our fingertips. And YouTube is a bit different to TV because it's interactive. And that's what I do love about YouTube, that interactivity, if you know what I mean. So, don't be shy. We are waiting for the first person brave enough to make themselves known in the chat room. And of course, if you are brave enough to make yourself known in the chat room, you will get 1,000,000 gazillion brownie points. But until we wait for the bravest of the brave to make themselves known, let's have a promotional video to while away the minutes.
Dead of night, took me from my bed into the cold hard light. Hands cuffed tight, I couldn't fight. My neighbors watched and I lost my sight. A safety, a peace in my own four walls. Now every sound's a threat, every footstep's a call. The home I knew, it's a haunted hall. No rest, no trust, just waiting to fall. And I'm living on the edge, always on the run. From shadows in the dark from what I've never done. They took my freedom, they took my name, but I'm the one left carrying the shame. I'm a prisoner in my mind, can't break free from the fear that the next knocks for me. Years roll by, but the wounds stay deep. Every silence a scream that haunts my sleep. No apology, no peace, no relief. Just an endless cycle of pain and grief. They say justice is blind, but it sees my face, marked by the cuffs and the cold embrace of a system that's stolen my time and place, left me shattered, alone, and out of grace. And I'm living on the edge, always on the run, from shadows in the dark from what I've never done. They took my freedom, they took my name, but I'm the one left carrying the shame. I'm a prisoner in my mind, can't break free from the fear that the next knocks for me. Stops, every door that slams is a trigger that echoes, here they come again. I can't escape the chains they put on me, in a world where I thought I was free. But they've got the keys and I'm just just a ghost in the shell of the life that I love the most. And I'm living on the edge, always on the run, from shadows in the dark, from what I've never done. They took my freedom, they took my name, but I'm the one left carrying the shame. I'm a prisoner in my mind, can't break free from the fear that the next knocks for me. And now every day is a waiting game for the ghosts in blue to call my name. But it's not just the night, it's the light of day that reminds me in this world I've lost my way. So I'm carried away, though the crime's not mine, in a world that's broken out of time.
And we are off. Big shout out to Lenny in the house. Lenny is the bravest of the brave. Lenny gets the million gazillion brownie points. Thanks ever so much, Lenny, for coming in, saying hi. You know, it takes a lot of balls, quite frankly, to come in and say hi. So I do want to say a big thank you to Lenny. Lenny is a friend of the show, of course, and it's always great to have a Lenny. Shout out to Lenny, a valued member of the audience, and certainly not a laughing stock, that's for sure. My phone has slowed down, says Lenny. Well, Lenny, I've had a lovely day. I saved a sheep today. Yes, I saved a sheep. There was a poor sheep, got himself all intertwined with the brambles, got all its wool intertwined with this bramble bush, and couldn't get loose. So luckily, me and my faithful Leatherman got the knife out, cut down all those brambles, and I freed the sheep. Or could it be classed as a lamb? I think it was in between a lamb and a sheep, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I freed the sheep. Free the sheep, I say, free the sheep. So Lenny says, hello, Matt. Hello, Lenny. It's great to have you in the house, Lenny. I'm fine, thank you, Lenny. I woke up with a bit of a hangover, I must admit. We had a crazy one yesterday. Now, I've given up booze, but I had to get back on it. I had to. I'm saying goodbye to my daughter. She's off to uni. So it was the last time I got to say goodbye to her. And my sister and my niece came out. And Lizzie and her boyfriend came out. And we had a lovely time. I got home on the witching hour. Matt, have you green fingers? Yes, I have got green fingers. But mind you, I saved the sheep today. It was very good. And I'm glad I did save the sheep. Because as soon as he got loose from the brambles, he was entwined. The poor thing collapsed. Didn't they? The poor sheep collapsed. So the poor thing must have been struggling for hours, if not days. You know, I don't know. I don't like to think what would happen to the sheep if I never came along and freed it. Very good luck to her, I know. So she's off on Sunday. Lizzie's off on Sunday to her university. Obviously, for security reasons, I won't be telling you what university she goes to. That goes without saying, really. There's a lot of weirdos out there. And I'm being serious now. There are a lot of dangerous people, and the last thing I want to do is disclose the location of my daughter's university. So, but that's just the nature of the beast, really. The title is, what is it? Something like, am I allowed? Well, I'm certainly not. I'm certainly not allowed, but you are. So make the most of it. Make the most of it. It seems to be you lot are allowed to say what you want, whereas little old me isn't allowed to say what I want. And I was thinking, does that make me relevant? Do you reckon that makes me more relevant than the people who are allowed to say what they want? Because, Anyway, yeah, it's something I'm thinking about, because I'm definitely not allowed to say what I want. And so does that mean what I've got to say is more important than what other people got? I don't really understand. Over to Lenny, who writes, did you hear about the 5 wrong-uns who broken out of a jail in Portugal with a ladder? No, I haven't. I haven't heard of that. That sounds a crazy one, doesn't it? But I did hear about the fact that a lot of prisoners are being released and they've got nowhere to live. They got nowhere to live, Lenny. You know? So that's no good, is it? Letting all the prisoners out and they got nowhere to live. Poor things. But no, I haven't heard of that. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? 5 wrong-uns broken out of a jail in Portugal with a ladder. You know, it's amazing what you can do with a ladder. Did you know, if you were a better shot, you could kill a president with a ladder. Yes, you could kill a president with a ladder. So over to Lenny, who says 5 wrong-uns. There was a black BMW ready outside to pick him up. That sounds like organised crime to me. That sounds like organised crime for sure. And anyway, they were only helping out. They're only helping out the government. The government said, look, we've got too many. Oh, mind you, this is Portugal, isn't it? Yeah. So let's have another little promotional video. Well done. Well done to Lenny. Well done to Lenny for coming in, being the bravest of the brave. Well done. Oh yeah, this is a song about giving up the bottle, giving up alcohol.
I used to chase the night with a drink in my hand, feeling alright, but the morning came too soon, and I'd wake up to the same old tune. But I found a better way, no more drowning in yesterday. I'm breaking free, I'm walking tall, no more chains, I'm done with the fall. I'm giving up the bottle, and I'm finding my way. No more wasted moments, I'm living for today.
You know, mind you, I say I'm giving up the bottle, but I went right back on it yesterday. I'll tell you that for nothing. So big shout out to Justin. Justin's in the house. Hello, Matt. Hello, lurkers. Are any lurkers out there? Don't be shy, lurkers. Come in. Say hi. If you don't feel as if you can say hi, you know, there may be a number of reasons. You know, you may say you don't watch Matt Taylor TV, but feel as if you do say hi in the chat, that will kind of like take away from your claims that you don't watch it. Either way, don't worry about it. Lenny says, Matt, my doctor recently died. Oh, sorry to hear about that, Lenny. Been my GP over 20 years. I feel he understood my problems. Doctors are only mortal too. Yes, well said, Lenny. Sadly, the world makes less sense as I age. So true. Over to Convid, who says, anyone seen Sparkle? Is she okay? She had a nervous breakdown on YouTube. Well, remember, poor Sparkle divulged that she'd been committed. Luckily, because Sparkle is such a smarty, she managed to get out of it within 24 hours. Good going. Good going. And let's all spare a thought for Sparkle's 3 kids. Anyway, let's finish off this song. Loving it. Thanks everyone for joining us. I'll be definitely here for at least an hour. So get settled in, man. Let's get settled in.
Clear eyes, clear mind. I'm leaving it all behind. A new life on the horizon. No more pouring out my time. Back to clearing now. I'm seeing through the haze somehow. Every step feels light and true. No more fog, just skies of blue. I've traded in the pain for a life without the rain. Every day I'm feeling strong. No more nights that feel too long.
Anyway, we'll get rid of that song. Does Sparkle still have the air fryer to make chips? Oh, yes. You got a good memory there, Lenny. You got a good memory. That's a question. Let's put it out to the masses. Let's put it out to the audience, man. Does Sparkle still have the air dryer to make chips? May I have to ask Lenny? No, may I have to ask Noel? I don't know. So, am I allowed? I'm not allowed to do many things nowadays, to be fair. I'm not allowed to make fun of you lot. That's one thing I'm not allowed to do, isn't it? I'm not allowed to say anything bad against you lot, and nor would I want to. Because you're all so wonderful. You're all such nice people. And that's one of the endearing things about YouTube. Because I've been on here for a while now. One thing I can say with my hand behind my back, with crossed fingers, is that YouTube is such a nice place. Everyone is so warm and welcoming, and so they're just so kind to each other. You know what I mean? You know, and that's what I like about YouTube. Everyone is just so civil and kind. And, you know, I don't know what I would have done without YouTube, really. Having such kind, generous people. You know, because essentially we are all strangers. But I've made such nice, you know, you lot are so nice. And that's what I do love about you lot. You're such nice people. And I feel blessed being able to kind of like spend some time with you lot. Oh, listen, we've only done 25 minutes and we've already hit the double figures. And that's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. I mean, do you reckon I could have done that if you lot were horrible people? Don't be silly. The very fact that you lot choose to watch Matt Taylor TV tells me that you're just nice people. You're nice people. And reflecting how nice you are, let's go over to the chat and read what you have to say. Lenny says, Sparkle is Liam Gallagher's bit on the side. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Hey, how's your uncle? Whereas YouTube, it's only YouTube, Justin says, to get back at Robbie for stalking her. Now, this is very interesting, everyone. If you don't know what Lenny and Justin are talking about, this is, I mean, I'm surprised this isn't splashed across their Sun front page. Essentially, let me tell you what's happened. Let me tell you what's gone down. Oh yeah, and that just reminded me, we got to discuss Bleeding Heart and Brian Hurl. I'd forgotten all about that. You know, actually, there's loads I need to tell you to bring you up to speed. But just to touch upon anyone who doesn't know what's been happening between Sparkle, Robbie Williams and Noel Gallagher, is that Sparkle alleged that Robbie Williams was actually stalking her. In fact, Sparkle went so far to claim Toots. Toots doesn't really like me. She's banned me for what? She's blocked me anyway. But Sparkle went so far to say that Toots, spelt T-Oots, was actually Robbie Williams. I mean, that was a bit far-fetched, I reckon. But anyway, so that's... And then, according to Sparkle, this is, who managed to talk her way out of a mental asylum after 24 hours. According to Sparkle, Oasis have reformed to help Sparkle out. It's quite amazing. And then it touches upon, let's just quickly touch upon Bleeding Heart and Brian Hurl. They had a massive falling out, didn't they? They had a huge falling out. And then someone left a message saying, are you going to cover it? And I said, yeah, I may do. But anyway, I got my AI team to write an article. But that was basically the most I did on that subject. Because there was a bit of an emergency with my magical imaginary girlfriend. She got stung by a killer wasp. And, well, basically, I had to rush her to hospital. I had to rush my magical imaginary girlfriend to hospital. And then I was caring for my magical imaginary girlfriend. But anyway, over to Lenny, who says, Matt, Oasis are a disgrace. £150 for one ticket to watch a mediocre Beatles tribute act. Do me a favour, son. I think that's a bit harsh, man. I think that's a bit harsh. You can't put money on Oasis. There was somebody else talking about this, and I had to agree with them. Hey, listen. I wanted to watch The Who. Right? I wanted to watch The Who at Hove Cricket Ground. And some of their tickets were going for 750 quid, mate. So what I'm trying to say is, and this is echoing what I heard somebody else say, and, it goes back to what I think, you lot are such nice people. Let them charge what they want, mate. If people... We live in a free economy. We live in, we're capitalists, man. We live in a capitalist system. It's all about demand, supply and demand. If Oasis want to supply their original music and there's a demand for it, let them pay for it. I don't know what the big deal is. It's, we do live in a capital system, supply and demand and all that jazz. I'm not an economist or anything, so I don't understand it all really. But when if there's a demand for something, you know what I mean. Anyway, you know what I mean. Sparkle free tickets give over. Do you reckon Sparkle got some free tickets? Back in the day, I was working in Worthing. And U2 were doing a gig. And U2 said, everyone who's unemployed gets free tickets. And so I took advantage of that. I took advantage of the generosity of U2. They said, all you need to do is turn up at Wembley ticket office, show your UB40, and get free tickets. And thankfully, I was with a couple of mates who just so happened to be driving up to London. And so I hitched a lift with them. I stopped off at the Wembley ticket office, showed them my UB40, bish bash bosh, there I had 3 tickets for U2. And let me tell you for nothing. I won't charge you for this. I'll tell you it for nothing. They were brilliant. I love a bit of U2. So, Justin says Sparkle is the reason Oasis reformed. She said so. That's true. That's true. But then again, we have to ask that question, and I hate asking it really, because it's not very nice. But is Sparkle totally and utterly mentally deranged or something? You know what I mean? And I mean that by implying Toots is Robbie Williams. I mean, come on. That's a bit far-fetched, isn't it, mate? But then again, you know, anything could be the truth. Perhaps Toots is Robbie Williams, but do any of us know what's going on? What I do know is that you lot are wonderful. That's what. Anyway, I'm here for the hour. Don't be shy. Jump in and say hi. There's always promotional videos to show. Okay. There's always a promotional video. I love it. I love a promotional video. So, here we go. Vinny Mouse appears to be thoroughly ashamed of Sparkle's bizarre behaviour. Interesting. I think we have to we'll listen to that. I don't know if that. Yeah, I think they were doing a Joshua Tree. Anyway. Oh no, I won't play. Well, let me just play this for a sec. Boring. That was boring, mate. I'll save a promotional video for later. Where was I? Was U2 doing the Joshua Tree? I don't know. Were they? I cannot remember. I think they were. Actually, I think they were. This was about 1999, 1998. How do Oasis treat their trans fans? Are they pro-LGBT? Fucking hell, Lenny. What do you think, mate? Lenny, that's what I love about Lenny as well. He always comes out with the important questions. And I bet you this is something you lot have been thinking about as well, isn't it? How does Oasis treat their LGBT members of the audience? Lenny says, remember U2 gave everyone a free album in their iPhone. Nobody wanted Laugh Out Loud. No, you know, ultimately, when you've made so much money, do you still need money? You know, do you still? Well, I don't know. Money comes to money. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot to talk about, isn't there? So, what's the latest with Bleeding Heart and Brian Hurl? Do we really care? I think the last I heard, Brian Hale was back on there talking. 1998, U2 had Pop Out then, Matt. Oh, perhaps I got the Pop. That could have been it, Discotheque. Well, I went, oh, okay, hang on. No. Can't remember really, Len. Yo, we got YouTube England in the house. Yo, good to have you in the house, YouTube England. So, you know, out of the 8 watching, we've got Lenny, YouTube England, and Justin commenting. But yes, Justin, that's something we should talk about as well, isn't it? Vinny Mouse, we all know who it is. And it brings it home that they all are all about, excuse my Matt speak. It does bring it home that they are all a bit mentally insane, aren't they? You know, I do think they all they all suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Yeah, we all know it's the same person, but they seem to kind of, oh, it's not us, it's not me, it's somebody else. Vinny Mouse just stood back and did nothing while Sparkle broke down in plain sight. Yeah. You would have thought more people would have come to Sparkle's rescue. Clearly, she was having a nervous breakdown, you know. But there was no words of encouragement from that side. I think they all like abandoned her. As soon as Sparkle started talking crazy and saying Toots was Robbie Williams, you know, they all just kind of like dumped her like a sack of horse manure. You know what I mean? Lenny says, still need money. Elon Musk is about to become a trillionaire. Wowee. Tube says, hope you're all doing all right, folks. Yes, thank you ever so much. It takes money to land people on Mars, that's for sure. Does Sparkle own all of Oasis albums? I'm sure they do. When I first heard of Oasis, when I was out in Hong Kong, which would have been 94 to 96, I had a girlfriend called Ruth. Massive tits. She had humongous tits, Lenny. Lovely she was. Ruth, her name was. And anyway, so Ruth told me, go and buy the Oasis album. So I said, with tits like that, I'll take your advice. And I went and brought the Oasis album, and it was fantastic. Definitely maybe. Vinny Mouse is watching, but I'm not allowed to say names. I'm not allowed to say names. You lot are, but I'm not allowed to say names. But apparently there's certain people out there who never watch the show. And that's cool. You know, hey, listen. Oh, and guess what? I watched you in conversation with, when I say you, I'm talking about Justin in the chat room, as it's only YouTube. I was watching Justin in conversation with Paris this morning. Obviously that one slipped past me. I didn't know that conversation took place. And so, yeah, that was man, you know, it goes back to the title of tonight's live, you know, I'm not allowed. So there's so many things I feel I'm not allowed to discuss with you lot. Because it gets, you know, it gets everyone's back up, you know. I mean, it's all right for you to discuss it. You can discuss it to your heart's content. I feel as if I can't discuss a lot of stuff. You know, I'm not allowed to say names. I'm not allowed to discuss. Anyway, is it just me? I think it is me. I think. I just think I talk too much, quite frankly. And that's a problem.
Welcome to a crazy corner of YouTube where the trolls come out to play. It's turgid, toxic, nasty, and wicked. You better watch what you say. Some come for laughs, some come for fights. You'll see love, but oh, the hate ignites. Click subscribe, take the ride. You never know what's on the other side. Welcome to a crazy corner of YouTube where the dark and twisted roam. Be careful, friend, don't be like Matt Taylor, or you'll end up with a criminal record alone. Drama's brewing, scandals in the making. Every click's a new mistake. Comments flying, tempers rising. It's a risk you're gonna take. Some seek the fame, some seek the thrill. But beware, it's a bitter pill. Watch your back, stay on track. this wild ride you can't retract. Welcome to a crazy corner of YouTube, where the dark and twisted roll. Be careful, friend, don't be like Matt Taylor. You'll end up with the criminal record alone. All alone, all alone, all alone. In the shadows of the screen, where reality seems so mean, you'll find the truth harsh and clean in this digital machine. Welcome to our crazy corner of YouTube, where the dark and twisted roll. Be careful, friend, don't be like Matt Taylor, or you'll end up with the criminal record alone. Don't click that link, take the dive. Welcome to where we thrive. But tread lightly, don't be blind. In a corner, lose your mind.
So while YouTube can be a very toxic, dangerous place, it can also be a very wondrous and friendly place. It's ultimately down to the participants within the circle, if you know what I mean. Of course, we all know that Freddie, you may remember Freddie coined the term that is still being used, well, especially by me, this crazy corner of YouTube. That's the circle we find ourselves in. And of course, over the years in this crazy circle of YouTube, certain prominent players have consolidated their positions within this crazy corner of YouTube. And to name some of these prominent players is, for example, the Mouse. The Mouse has played a very prominent role in this crazy corner of YouTube, as Freddie penned it. And of course, it is a talking point. It is a talking point because, as I remember it, and this is as I remember it, we had Sparkle, again, another prominent player in our crazy corner of YouTube. Sparkle was very vocal, and then she went silent for 5 years. All of a sudden, she bounced back on the scene, saying that she went because of the harassment by Bleeding Heart. That was what was originally alleged as the reason for Sparkle's 5-year absence. But of course, that story changed with time, and then another story was told, was that the reason Sparkle was missing for 5 years was she had 3 kids. And you know, of course, I'm not here to tell other people's stories. I'll let Sparkle tell her own story. But she had 1 child and then twins, 3 altogether. Fantastic. And of course, Mouse, personality Mouse, was very prominent itself. But then, and again, this is as I remember it, when Sparkle started going a bit like do-dally, so to say, a bit wayward, making out that she's been harassed by Robbie Williams, and that Toots was Robbie Williams. Of course, the Mouse just disappeared. A big shout out to Katie in the house. All listening in, just having something to eat. Good to have you in the house, Katie. Good. And look, actually, while Katie's here, it's just reminded me to give out the shout outs, because I always like to give out the shout outs. We've done the shout out to Lenny. Shout out to Lenny. Lenny was the bravest of the brave. First one in the chat. Million gazillion brownie points for Lenny. Shout out to Lenny, a valued member of the audience, and certainly not a laughing stock. And of course, we had shout out to Captain Justice, my mate Jack. Is he a whistleblower or is he a snitch? And of course, shout out to Katie. Katie's in the house. People who aren't here but are always on our mind. Shout out to our number 1 subscriber, Mandy Marlins. And of course, to the show's sponsor, Brian PC. Good to have everyone in the house. Mind you, Mandy and Brian aren't here. So, yes. Katie, you popped into Kaylee's chat the other day. Fascinating. And, what I do love is a good, active chat room. A good, active chat room. I do enjoy it. Now, where was I? Yes, I was talking about... So, Sparkle came back in, started talking crazy. Robbie Williams. And then... Robbie Williams toots. Then the mouse disappeared. The mouse disappeared a while and then came back as Vinny. Vinny Vintage YouTube. We all see through it. And of course, yes, that was going back to the point of what Justin, or is it Jack? I don't know. One or the other. Said about Vinny killing the mouse. The mouse is dead. Long live Vinny. So it's all a bit crazy, isn't it? It's all a bit bloody crazy. But that is our crazy corner of YouTube. I think what Freddie said sums it up very nicely, really. We're all a bit crazy. Some people are more crazy than others. And some people are just totally insane. Katie says, I did pop in. I have a rodent letting me know it has a new channel. Who kicked the chair? This is referring to the... I'm not really allowed to say it. But who kicked the chair from under the feet of the mouse? Or should we say the paws of the mouse? Eh? The mouse is dead. Long live Vinny. It's a crazy one. It is crazy. It is crazy. So coming up to an hour. I will wrap it up in an hour because the thing is, right, I had a massive night last night. I'd given up drinking for about 2 weeks. It was good. It was a busy week up with my magical imaginary girlfriend. And I'm not saying magical imaginary girlfriend to kind of like take anything away from my magical imaginary girlfriend. The reason why I refer to my magical imaginary girlfriend as the magical imaginary girlfriend is because I don't really want to say her name, even though everyone does know her name. Hello, Mandy. Mandy's in the house. Great to... Oh, look. I love this. It's the old crowd back together. Double figures. We got Jack in the house. We got Lenny. We got Katie. We got Mandy. All we need now is Brian to come in and say hi. We got Tube England. Oh, mate, honestly, love it. Love it. And this is what when I talk about YouTube being such a lovely place, it's only lovely because of you lot, you know? You are lovely people. Everyone's lovely in their own way. Oh, so that's nice. But yeah, I will be keeping it as an hour. It's important, you know. It's important to keep it short and sweet. So yes, I may have to pop back out. No, I'm not going to pop back out. No, I've had a long day. I saved the sheep, by the way. That was quite good. Saved the sheep today. my mate Tony, he's working tonight, so I've got the whole place to myself. And when I've got the whole place to myself, I do like to lounge about naked. And I don't mean taking all my clothes off. No. What I mean is lounging about, just letting it out, you know, hanging loose. To do something enjoyable and or relaxing. To let loose and have a good time. Now, I do like watching a good movie. And I watch good movies on Pluto. On Pluto. I'm enjoying Pluto. I saw a good movie last night. Or no, not last night. I was out last night. The night before, I watched this really good movie. It was called Grizzly Bear. Imagine Jaws, but with a grizzly bear and not at sea in the middle of the woods in Canada. Brilliant it was. Very, very good. Very scary. So, vintage is now a Vinny. Yes. Yes. Vinny Vintage YouTube. A new reincarnation of that rodent. That rodent. We all know who I mean, that rodent. But listen, you know, come on. What am I trying to say? I don't know. Let bygones be bygones. You know. We've been in this. We've all been kind of like hanging around this crazy corner of YouTube for years now. Years. It's been bloody years. And we're still at each other's throats. And that can't be good for anyone, man. That cannot be good for anyone. And what kind of example are we, you know, we're like the old diehards, we are. We're like the first users. We're like the first pioneers of this new social media platform. You know, it was left down to us to push the boundaries, touch the button, see what works, see what doesn't work. You know, and like we should take some solace in the fact that, you know, we've been around the block a few times. So, Mandy says, bloody hell, I've missed the goss. Yeah, there's loads of goss out there, mate. Loads of goss. Oh, we have Webbs in the house. Hum. Webb says hum. Interesting thing. Vinny Jones is on a loop. Same old content. I know, isn't he? Isn't he? It's the same old bullshit. You know, when are we going to just let bygones be bygones? That's what I want to know. Who the F is Vinny? Come on, Mandy. Mandy's so been out the loop. Bloody hell, she says. I've missed the goss. Well, with questions like that, that's obvious that you've that you've missed the goss, mate. That's right. So, over to Tube England. I do love a bit of Tube England. What's the betting? They've got their clippers out so they can take people's words out of context. Yeah. Tell me about it, mate. Tell me about it. That's what they love to do. They do love to take things out of context. It's a strange thing. It's a strange thing. Lost the plot. Hey, listen, we've got 5 minutes. I feel a bit bad shutting it down. But, you know, come on. We can always do it another time. I know we're just getting into the groove. And we're going to shut down the live. It's not fair, is it? I'm sure other people have got things to do. Come on. We all got to pace ourselves, okay? We've got to pace ourselves. And we've got to give other people airtime too, you know? We've got to give other people airtime. Vinny Mouse would be lost if Matt wasn't around. I tell you, I'll be lost if you lot weren't around. That would be sure. That's for sure. Hey, listen, we're coming up to the end of the hour, everyone. I will be wrapping it up on the hour. You know it's the right thing to do. You know it's the right thing to do. And like I said, it gives an opportunity for other people to get going. Oh, yes. I do believe it's appropriate that we play a little video. Yes, wouldn't you say so? Oh God, the live last night with Emma. Crazy stuff. Emma made some disclosure last night that shocked me to the bone, to be fair. Yes. Very distressing. Very distressing. I'll be late for my own latest ever. Over to Tube England, who says, you know, guys, when I die, please allow me 5 minutes to haunt this world, because this is my legacy, being late to the show. Yeah, it was a crazy night last night, that's for sure. That's my sister, Mandy. We went out last night because it was my daughter's last day. I mean, she's off to uni on Sunday, and she's off to uni on Sunday, and so that was the last time I was going to say goodbye to her. And so it was Lizzie, her boyfriend, Emma, Amy, and myself. So it was 5 of us going out. So we had a nice time. Nice time. Oh, look. Oh, look. There are some fantasists out there, that's for sure. There are some fantasists. So if you haven't done so already, check out my blogs. Yes, so let me play that video. That video will be playing out as the outro. The outro, yes. I'll play this video as the outro. Let me get it lined up. That's it. Yeah, so listen, everyone, I'm going to wrap it up for an hour. I kept my promise. I went live at 7, and I said I did. I said I would, and I would. And that's something I do want to make a promise to you all over the next couple of months, especially going into 2025. I promise that I will be more consistent. I'll be more reliable and regular. That's what I say to my magical imaginary girlfriend. I promise you, my dear, I'll be more reliable, more consistent, and more the other thing I said. Over to Tube, who says, Matt, it appeared this Vinny character, or whoever was attempting to spread some lies on a live stream a few days ago. Yes. Oh, God. And true to form, it went nowhere. Of course it. I know. Thanks ever so much. Hey, listen. I'm going to say goodbye. I've done my hour. I say let's pace it. I'll catch you all again soon. Until the next time, remember, King Arthur loves you as much as I love you too. Thanks, everyone. As soon as this song finishes, we shall end the stream. But make sure you like, subscribe, and share, because we'll be doing it again pretty soon.
Read Matt Taylor's latest blog posts. Check out the links in the description. Taylor's latest blog posts. Check out the links in the description. Read Matt Taylor's latest blog posts. Check out the links in the description. Thanks for watching, and please come back again soon.